Labyrinth of Touhou try. The girl did. Oh, I don't. I was reading that. So I played the demo of this. I think 5 months or so ago. I don't remember. But that demo was not short. It was actually pretty long. I remember I downloaded the demo, and the reason I downloaded the demo was because I just felt like downloading demos for games, and so I did, and this was one of them. And you know, when you download a demo, I guess you'd expect the demo to be a couple hours. This wasn't a couple hours. This was more than a couple hours. So it turned into its own thing. I remember I said I would give it 2 hours. Alright, I'd give it 2 hours, see how it is, and then I would figure out if I wanted to keep playing. It took roughly an hour and a half to get the gameplay. And admittedly, the beginning of this game is such an overwhelming amount of information that it's a little scary. But that's okay, because we're here now. And I don't know where my mouse is. And this game doesn't have controller. Because it doesn't have any mouse. That's why. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Thank you, Doctor, for the resub. Ready? Load game. Okay. Alright. So. There's no save data. Copy over save data manually. You gotta import manually. Give me a second. I didn't know that that was required. So you're gonna have to give me a second. Steam apps common. There's the demo. Save data. Do I just copy this whole folder, I guess? To copy the log? Oh, I don't know, dude. Just, let me see. Save data. Okay, I got it. I'm just gonna copy the save data from the demo and then paste it into... Yeah, replace the file and destination. Yeah, blow it out your ass. Yeah, start the game. Alright. Okay. I hope that Steam Cloud doesn't, like, not accept that. Because that would be annoying. Let me see. Whoa, there I am. That's me, Gary. 13 hours, 53 minutes of gameplay. Do I remember what any of these characters do? Wait. Oh, my... Why do I have an autosave? Wait, what? Why do I have an autosave with one more battle, more money, and, like, 13 more minutes? What the fuck? I guess I should probably pick the autosave. Defeat 10 rare enemies. Cool. Alright, well here's the autosave. Here I am, Gary. Here I am. Accuse study. This feature isn't unlocked yet. This is the real game. This is the full game. I don't remember how to save. Okay. Alright. What do you remember, streamer? I don't remember much of anything, to be honest with you. Do I remember why the units are where they are? No. No, actually, I don't. Why are these units in this position? Who knows? Let's just go exploring and figure it out. Okay? Dream path to the occult ball. Second most inner reaches. Okay. Is that a barrier blocks? Message card. Path shall open with the power of the 2 gods of Moria. Uh-huh. Are you telling me I have to do this again? Can you feel the ball, Sumireko? Yeah, I can. It's pretty close. Should be right up ahead. Streamer, it's not a good idea to jump into a boss fight. When you... We'll figure it out. Finding one should take a lot of work. It feels like we really had to borrow all of Yukari, Doremi, and everyone else here to help to get here. This probably makes a lot more sense if you know, didn't play the game 3 years ago. Presence felt by those who possess an occult ball. Straightforward sounding as that is, it must have been difficult to find the ball's presence after it retreated into this nightmare. You've done splendid work as well, Sumireko. This place's real name is the Nightmare of Dozing. Those who find themselves trapped by hardships they can't escape in order to avoid said hardships. Fell into a deep sleep, they're unable to escape from themselves. It's a nightmare of escapism. Yeah, you got that right. Because of that, there's real pain finding you, all because of the last resort to escape from the one who shares your memories and sensations, whether you like it or not. Isn't that right, Sumireko? Huh? Reimu? Oh, wait, no way, you're kidding me. Huh? What? There's 2 of them? What's going on here, Sumireko? Well, you already know that the lunar occult ball gained a will of its own. After that, it used an occult power to force materialize Sumireko's doppelganger without waiting for the real Sumireko to even fall asleep, and had me become its ally. I was born of the occult to begin with, so I'm sure it was easy to defeat for the lunar capital ball to pull off. Yep. I see. I wanted to put this conversation off until later, but this is exactly why I told you not to overuse that dreamer's disease of yours. Sometimes hyper-focusing too much on your dreams can permit you to be taken over. You just experienced this for yourself recently. Right? I totally agree. Yeah, she left herself totally open. Because of that, I was able to claim my own body once again. Rather, I was able to stand on my own as one object. Jeez, you're all so slow. Get away from her now. It's too late, Sumireko. I won't fail this time. I'm taking back the final ball, the one you stole from us. Eek. Oh no, she's dead. Oh no, the ball. I've got it back. The 7th occult ball is mine once again. Hey, what in the world are you doing, Sumireko? Sumireko's taking the ball from Sumireko. What's going on here? Seriously, I'm the real Sumireko, you dumbasses. That's my doppelganger. She's teamed up with the occult balls, and they're getting into some sort of nasty stuff. She's been fooling you guys this whole time. Thanks to being fooled so easily, everyone. The trick to deceiving people, you see, is to mostly tell the truth, but to stick in a tiny yet fatal lie. My special made body prevented you from sensing them, right? My body's made from the occult, so you couldn't sense all 6 of them, right? I used myself as a cover, and now I've assembled all 7 occult balls at last. Now feast your eyes on this. I can do it with Sumireko parading herself around as the real one never could, using side effects and mysticism of the occult balls to destroy boundaries, and right now I'm going to do just that! Whoa. Huh? What's going on? Says she's trying to unleash the ball's power to destroy boundaries. Hey, Sumireko, were you still planning on destroying the Great Hakone Barrier this whole time? Hey, no, I'm not trying to do that anymore. No, that's not it, Marisa. It's not the Great Hakone Barrier she's trying to destroy. Right, of course, she's not aiming for that. She's attempting to complete destruction against Tokyo's border between dreams and reality. Huh? Huh? What's that mean? What's happening right now? I knew you'd figure it out, Doremi. That's right, I'm gonna milk this chance of regularity for all it's worth. Don't think that you'll get such tiny nightmares this time. I'll complete it 20 get to the dense. The cold balls made to destroy boundaries to begin with. None of the creators of the will is able to fall into the wheel. What do you, both of you, plan on accomplishing by doing that? Whose plan was this? The doppelgangers or the lunar capital's ball? Who knows? That part became pretty vague after I took the lunar capital ball to my body, to be honest. I'm sure of it. This absurd power must be the work of the living lunar capital ball. The damn lunar capital. How dare they? Haha, there's no use in my power to try to patch up the boundary now, Yukari. I'm gonna do far more damage than you could hope to fix. And when I'm finished, all you the villagers, the yokai, the gods, the buddhas, they'll all be able to do nothing but sink into despair. But of course, you want to cling to some of the hope, right? That will lead to salvation, right? And this grand chaos itself is past salvation, but presenting salvation. What are you doing? Plunging all against Sogya into nightmares? You call that salvation? What kind of joke is this? Shut up, everyone against Sogya. Play games with my very existence and mock for being a fake. You'll deserve to be swallowed by nightmares. Renko, get behind me, Mary, and absolutely do not separate from me. Occult balls, artifacts, and mystery created to destroy boundaries. Take that wish to suppress me, the wish to suppress you, and go against so to play the nightmare without end. Ag. Oh my god, dude. Word soup. Word soup. You know the phrase word salad? That implies healthy. No, this is word McDonald's. This is unhealthy. Unhealthy amounts of words thrown together. All they do is clog arteries. Upco. Wake up, Co. Wake up, Renko. What? Renko. Oh, it's you, Mary. Jeez, you surprised me. I'm the one who surprised here. Jeez, can't believe you sleep like a baby at a time like this. Time like this? I don't have time to explain, Renko. It looks like I don't have time to think this over. I have to go now. Renko, will you throw away everything else, take my hand and come with me as long as you're by my side? That's all I need to be going to bad things get. Everything else? Oh, right, that's right. If we're safe, then where are the others? They're all left all alone. Are they okay? I wonder if we're worrying them. Who's that, Reimu? Who are you talking about? Reimu? Who was she again? Reimu. Hey, Renko, come on, take my hand. Yeah, okay. Reimu, who was that? Wait, where are we again? What's going on? I can't remember. Well, whatever, as long as Mary's at my side, I don't care about anything else. She's the only precious thing I got anyway. Let's go, Renko. Yeah, we're two. Anywhere's fine. If two of us are together, nowhere's out of reach, nothing else matters. Let's go where we want. Do all the things we want to. Huh? Is this really okay? Does everything else not matter? Whoa. What's the matter, Renko? No, and something's... Who's she again? That's right. Reimu, she's... Who's that? Who's that woman you're talking about? What do you mean, who? Mary, what's gotten into you? Wait, is this... Spooky. Renko, why won't you take my hand? No way, as if. I get what this is now. She's gone. Oh, so that's it, huh? That's how it feels to be trapped in a nightmare. No wonder nobody can make it out on their own then. I mean, it would have been totally fine if it weren't for that brief thought of Reimu using Mary like that nightmare sure do know your weaknesses. Let me see what happened again. I think there were two miracles and then the balls powered unleashed or something. I don't really get it, but I think they're shaking into bright flash of light. Wait, what did Mirako said again? She just make the whole world into a nightmare. Gee, it's going over out of my head. There's not one bit. I was already clueless about all the stuff as is now. Everything more of a mess. Wait, that's right. Where's everybody else? Where's Mary? I had a firm grip of her hand earlier. I'm sure of it. Whatever this place is and all, I gotta wait for later. I have to find Mary first. She should be too far away. Hold on, Mary. I'm coming for ya. Oh, yeah. Who? Well, wasn't that interesting? We traced the first mine not spotted by nightmare was sensed in a while, and lo and behold, we found it. But what happened just now? Her nightmare had been completely trapped, yet she projected it all on her own. Maybe it's a dreamer's disease thing I've heard about. No, wait, I think it's more like a dreamer's disease being shared with her. In that case, I can see why nightmares aren't all that effective on her. What should we do then? Intervening right away wouldn't be fun at all, don't you think? I used to just leave her alone for a while. I don't know. I think it's as dangerous with our grand goal. We think maybe a little better dealing with small details like her right away. Well, just you wait and watch for now. You might get some interesting habit again soon, you know. There it is, like always. Oh, that bad habit of yours. All the allies you've gathered have been trapped in nightmares and removed from the party. You won't be able to edit your party until you save them and recruit them again. Look at this goo creature. Ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. Ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. Fly. I can't touch the goo. Well, I mean, there's no encounters, so I get that map completion, boys. Have to find Mary. She can't be too far. There she is. Mary, wait, huh? Mary's body, it's see-through. I can't even touch her. Sorry, Renko. I'm sorry. What's wrong, Mary? It's okay, don't worry. Just look this way. Look at me. I'm right here. Notice me! Renko, I'm sorry. ×3. Don't throw me away, Renko. Don't abandon me. If you abandon me, I'll become a monster with nobody by your side. Mary, your body, stop. You're disappearing. There's gonna be nothing left of you. Don't abandon me. I'm sorry. What are you even saying, you idiot? I never abandoned you. Notice me, please. I'm right here, Mary. Right here. No, stop. Don't disappear on me. Hi. Huh? I'm sorry. So that said, it was you. You did this. I'm scared, Mary. I'm terrified. I can't win this alone, but still, I'll save you. I'm sure of it. I'm not gonna run away, and I'm not gonna abandon you. Just you watch, Mary. I'd never even dream of abandoning you. Arch enemy encounter. Boss approaching. Oh, God. Okay. So there's spell, attack, focus, defend, retreat, formation, and status. What does that mean, streamer? It means... It means I pressed the attack button. 92. Okay. Encroaching Nightmare. You know, I remember that move, and I remember not enjoying that move. Yeah, beat the shit out of him, Renko. Kick his ass! Slight strong. Rip his head off! Ow. Bitch, why are you alive? Die. Victory. Sticky aubergine dream. Deep ring. I got sticky goo. No way, I actually did it. I actually won all by myself. I did it, Mary. I beat it. Were you watching? I'm sorry. Don't abandon me. Don't leave me alone. Huh? She's still not coming back. What am I supposed to do? Don't leave me alone. I don't want to be alone. I don't. I won't leave you alone, Mary. I'm right here. Please don't disappear. Don't leave me alone. What do I do? How do I fix this? I see. So there was more than one of you. Fine. I know this has to be your doing. I'll keep beating you down until Mary comes back to me. Uh-oh. How come their lines are just like straight lines and not ellipses? See? That's the difference there. Wait, how many of you guys are there here? Look, it doesn't matter how many there are. Abandoning Mary and running away would never even be an option to me. But I probably can't win against two of them. No, I don't think I can't win. I have to win. Think, Renko. Think! There has to be something. Do something I can do here right now while in this nightmare. While in this nightmare. Of course, I'm in a nightmare. Think back, Renko. Remember when you went to the dream with Mary? You were like a superhuman in Touhou, won't you? You were just like a main character in a video game. A nightmare. Nightmares are a similar concept to dreams, so maybe I can still pull it off. No, it's not. Maybe I can. I will pull it off. From inside this dream I'm having with Mary, from inside the chaos that jumble against Soki's reality and dreams, I'm here. Even I'm capable. I should be able to do it again. I can't be Mary. I can't be Raymond. I can't be Yukari, but I should still be able to do something. Think back, Renko. What have you seen on your journey here? What can you do? I'm sorry. Remember for Mary, if you don't do it, Mary's gonna get eaten. Be brave, Renko. What? Renko gained the learning technique, Encroaching Nightmare. What? 24 MP. Defeat an enemy with this attack recovers 58% HP and grants 5 persistent all buffs max 20%. 5 cooldown, single target. Very weak. Die! Whoa. Cool down for 5 turns. Now I'm the nightmare, bitch. What's your name? No. Die. HP recovered. No item drop. No goo? Okay. Alright. What was that just now? What happened? It was a monster's attack just now. I see that attack was probably the result of me trying to imagine the strongest and scariest thing I could. Oh yeah, that's right. Dormy told me, didn't she? If you change your perception, you can become anything you want within the dream world. I don't know how it works, but I felt it. It manifested in me just now. What Dormy said wasn't just empty words. Not here in the dream world. It's actually true. Forget that you're weak with the outside world's common sense, Renko. You have to change how you view yourself in here. More. There's still more? Ah! No, it's fine. I can keep going. I'm sick of always being the one who gets protected. Hold on, Mary. I'll definitely beat all these guys, and then we're gonna go home together. Now there's... Oh, my God. So what? There's more of you now. Oh, fine. That just means I got more fighting to do. I'm not scared. I'll protect Mary for sure. I have to become her shield. I won't cry. There's no way. I won't lose. Not even if I'm alone. Come on. If you want to fight, then get over here and do it! Splendid. Absolutely splendid. Well said. The hero has arrived. Huh? Haha, you really are something. And here I was planning on letting things drag out until they got really, really dangerous so I could see how serious you were. Katya, you say that. Yet in the end, you just couldn't pop out and butt in. Dormy, and who are you? Now, does that really matter? We're here to back you up. Isn't that what's most important right now? Whoa, really? Yeah, you're right, thanks. It may be a little early to thank us just yet. First, let's tend to the remaining threats. They appear to still have some fight left in them, yes? A lot of them. So what does Junko do? Anti-purification. Deals 0 damage to targets that don't have at least 6 stats of anti-purification. Deals... What? What? Okay. Alright, well, I mean, that's not even necessary, I guess. Okay. Runaway Dream. Increase the potency of all targets, damage taken, bust by 33. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Holy climactic shot. Apollo reflection meter. Omikuji. Omagatoki. I've collected more goo. Good. Mary? Oh, Renko, morning. Don't morning me, you dummy. I was worried about you. I thought you were about to disappear for real. I'm so glad, Mary. That was a terrible experience. What a weird feeling that was. So, that's what it's like being trapped in a nightmare, huh? Do you feel weird anywhere, Mary? Do you feel off at all? You sure you're okay? Mary is alright, don't worry. She's feeling some mental fatigue since she was only just freed from her nightmare, but she'll recover quickly if allowed to rest. You've seen this before, yes? Back when Chuno and Ron were freed from being imprisoned. It's okay. Can already move just fine, don't worry. This is no time for me to complain after all. Sorry for worrying you all. Thanks so much for saving me. Whoa, you're really gonna talk that big right after getting freed, huh? I like you, and I like her too. I like both of you. Gensokyo sure is full of some real gems. Alright. Chizukata, you got such a thing for Gensokyo. Come now, I told you these 2 humans are from the outside world, not Gensokyo. Anyway, I'm sorry to ask, but who are you 2? Oh, yeah, whoops, sorry about that. I got a little carried away there. Right, let's go through some quick introductions. My name is Junko, and this currently red-haired friend of mine is Hikatia. Nice to meet you. And you've already met Doremi, right? Yes, we were tracking the occult balls together, but the situation had worsened out of my control, so I asked Junko and Hikatia here to come offer their aid. These 2 are very strong, frighteningly so, even. How'd you convince them? I told them the moon was involved, and they were on that shit like white on rice. I'm a little strong. Just a little. I know, I saw you fight earlier. It was, eek. That sure had turned to quite the ordeal, though, hasn't it? I never have expected the Lunar Capital cult ball to act independently without an owner. Oh, right, what happened with Gensokyo and the occult balls? And what happened to everyone else? Oh, yes, of course. Very well. I'll explain what took place as I tell you about us. First, the girl we thought was Sumireko was, in reality, her scheming doppelganger. That doppelganger conspired with the Lunar Capital Ball, and through means of making the other ball's power go berserk, turned the whole of Gensokyo into a world of nightmares. Are you keeping up so far? Yes. I sort of understand that from what everyone was talking about before we got separated. Very good. Essentially, the greatest threat right now is those nightmares, which means half the threat counts as a dreams. What? Which means half the threat counts as a dreams. Wouldn't you agree? In which case, I would be able to deal with them myself. I am the manager of dreams, after all. That's why I'm able to be here like this right now. However, the same luxury wasn't afforded to the rest of our team. The destruction made an awful mess of Gensokyo, and the aftermath scattered everyone all over the place. Considering the current situation, I imagine that all the others have likely been trapped and made helpless in their own various nightmares. Oh no. At this point, I can no longer rectify the situation on my own. Therefore, I ask for aid from Junko and Hikatia, 2 skilled acquaintances of mine who I recruited from Hell, a world separate from Gensokyo and free from the effects of the nightmares. Phew! It's a good thing I'd gone to Hell to hang out. Though saying that, when it comes to the occult balls, especially the Lunar Capital Ball, we're a related party anyway. Man, Gensokyo sure is a scary place. Good thing I'm a Hell goddess. Ooh, so scary. I'm sure you would have managed just fine even if destruction had affected you. So what about the others? Are they okay? If I must choose between okay and not okay, well, I'd place them in the not okay camp. So no. They most likely somewhere out there in the vast expanse of nightmares, either possessed in the same way Ron was, or in a similar state to how Mary was just now. We've already found a few of them and gotten them out, actually. But so far, despite having no avatars nearby, every single one of them is still unconscious, unable to shake off the nightmares, keeping them trapped. Oh no. So, when we have to start gathering more bodies to help us fight back against the nightmares, so that's what we were doing just now, and for the first time in quite a while, we sensed the presence of a still conscious human. We got curious and came to check it out, and bam, here you are, Renko. Here you were. Renko, was it? That was awesome earlier. Seriously, completely shaken off a nightmare by your power alone. You gotta be crazy capable and have some real willpower to pull up a feat like that. Using the vision sharing of Dreamer's disease. I had never thought you could escape from a nightmare like that. But this works out perfect, doesn't it? I'd say those moon buffoons that are at fault for the occult ball getting so strong, though Junko and I share some of the blame too. Oh, and Sumireko holds a lot of the responsibility when it comes to the occult ball too. I mean, she's the one who made him after all, though right now she's trapped too, so don't worry, at the end of the game we execute her. That's what we're playing for. There's the good end and the bad end. The good end is we execute Sumireko. The bad end is that we don't. You two are going to take responsibility for the first president's actions instead. We're all going to give this our all. Huh? Wait, what? Vision sharing, first president? You lost me. Don't worry about it, just talking to myself. Haha, I wonder if this is all the result of fate too. This is why I can't get enough against Okyo. By the way, to be honest, Renko, going off what I'd heard from Doremi, I was a little opposed to counting you as part of our battle potential at first. Heh. But you showed us good just now. After that display, we're obviously putting you towards our tally. So, you two ready? Battle potential. I have battle potential. Of course, I'll give it my best. Me too, I'm okay now. I don't know if I'll be able to live up to your expectations or not, but I'll fight my absolute hardest alongside Renko. I mean, I want to save everyone too. Very good, that's what I like to hear, you two. Now then, having checked both your safety and willpower and found them to be adequate, it's about time, don't you think, that the Bust a Nightmare Dream Do Squad moves out. Say that again. Could you repeat that? Bust a Nightmare Dream Do Squad. Allow me to clarify. It's our team name. At times like this, a name with a good ring to it is indispensable in making everyone feel like a real team. We're bands? We're the band? We were just a band! A band of goons. Yeah, that's a nice name. I guess we did need one, huh? Well, just go with whatever you want then. Yeah, this is the menu theme. You know, can I say something, chat? I get a little bit of a tickle whenever a game's menu theme ends up in like the main game's OST. There's something about it. It just feels like it feels like the menu theme or the title theme is not supposed to be like in the game, but then it shows up in the game and you're like, oh shit, I know that theme. I think that's pretty cool. Is that a really stupid thing to say? Probably, but yeah, I just feel like the incorporealness of a title screen within the world of the video game. Obviously, an OST in general is like that, but just when the title theme plays in the game, it's like whoa, which is really stupid. No way, I don't want to identify myself with that name. Come on, Hikate, say something. Who you calling Hikate? You say something. I want to get involved. The Bust a Nightmare Dream Do Squad. Are you serious, Doremi? I bet Maribel thinks it's cool. What an awesome team name. Now I'm really getting excited for this. Okay, I'm gonna put all I have into this too. Bust a Nightmare Dream Do Squad, move out. The Bust a Nightmare Dream Do Squad's determination to battle the nightmares that lies ahead has unlocked the second half of each character's skill tree. Furthermore, Renko can now use her learning ability to gain enemy skills. I don't remember if I read this, so we're gonna read it again. Doremi Sweet, Ruler of Dreams. Doremi's first appearance was in the 15 Touhou Project game, Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, released in 2015. She since appeared in Tinemy of Common Flowers, Violet Texture. She's the ruler of the frighteningly large dream world, which sits on a scale very similar to reality itself. Doremi always gives off the impression she's free-spirited and doesn't take anything seriously. But her powers and sense of duty are the real deal, though her attitude and way of speaking might come off as dubious. She's always keeps a close eye to ensure that nobody uses dreams or dream world to affect reality, and she's flexibly and leisurely assists in resolving incidents taken involved in the dream world, sometimes by guiding caution or taking action herself. So Doremi rules the dream world. She's obviously troubled by the new nightmares, the world that was born with the dream and reality mixing together. So she accepted the invitation from Sumireko and the others and accompanied them to deal with it. Doremi is able to utilize a special worry status ailment at a very high level. Besides that, she can also destroy and absorb enemies' damage dealt, taken, buffs. You can only expect to do it to tenacity to play dirty and prey on enemy weaknesses. But both her offensive and defensive stats are on the high side, and even has high evade, essentially leaving her no weaknesses in her stats. I remember the worry mechanic. The worry mechanic is when you hit when you hit the weakness, they enter a state of worry where your next attack does more damage or their next attack does less damage. I remember that. I really don't know how to optimize the usage of it, but, you know. Junko, pure being. Junko's first appearance was in the 15th Touhou Project game, Legacy of Limited Kingdom, released in 2015. She's appeared in Battle Detector as well. She's a powerful divine spirit / sagacious spirit. She controls a pure form of power from ancient times before things were even named. The power to purify things to the nameless pure state. Junko holds deep ties with the moon goddess worshipped by the Ludo Capital, which she and Hikatia launched a stubborn attack on her debut game. Junko's plan was to envelop Ludo Capital pure life, granting immortal Lemurians life once more, restoring the mortality they lost, and they threw away death, bringing life back to the corner of Ludo Capital's wide stages. The miraculous stone to create Ludo Capital Ball, which is inserted in an occult ball commotion occurring against Sokyo. Their plan awaited the rumors the capital spreads to the power to manifest rumors and move the capital against Sokyo to avoid Junko's assault. Afterwards, all life on Earth, including against Sokyo, would be viewed as impure, leading them to exterminate it using their advanced technology. Their plan was cool, but they had no choice but to attempt it for the sake of survival. Junko may be generously offering to lend a hand, but she's the root cause of the current commotion of the occult balls and is fully aware of the fact. However, it has never intention to trouble anyone besides the denizens of the moon, so she's working to fix the problem with her actions have brought about. Junko is an extremely straightforward magic attacker. She has high magic speed and defensive stats, leaving her without any real downsides. She can work effectively in many situations she'll be able to use no matter what you bring her and your teammates are. She'll also be able to raise and lower resist using her purification and anti-purification. Yeah. Hikatia Lapis Lazuli, Goddess of Hell. Katia's first appearance was in the 15th Touhou Project game, Legacy of Limited Kingdom, released in 2015. She's appeared in Battle Detector as well as Goddess governs hell, the moon, the earth, and the other worlds. The other worlds includes not just Gensokyo, but also Senkai, Heaven, and Dreamworld, and so on. Katia has 3 different bodies represent the 3 realms, with nothing stopping her from gathering them in one place if she wants. Furthermore, the souls serving as the cores of Katia's body lie deep in the vast hells of all 3 realms, leaving no way to really fight her. That fact, coupled with an incredible combat prowess, means that she'll never lose in a head-on battle. She's been officially stated to be stronger than yokai and even Lunarians, and her presence is often enough to instantly end discussions over who the strongest Touhou character is. Hikatia used to keep busy ruling over the hells in the past, but nowadays she just wanders about and acts on her whim. She's grown fond against Sokyo, a place where things forgotten end up bad, and actually hates the self-righteous chosen Lunarians. Hikatia is in range of the Ludo Capital for making the Ludo Capital Ball for their plan to purify the surface, which led to the present incident, but her and Junko are the ones who pushed the capital far enough that they have no choice but to devise a plan to begin with. She's often seen in her Welcome Hell t-shirt, and her attitude as a casuals or dress code. She's been called a freaky t-shirt weirdo by Sanai. Rude. She's come to put forth her bare minimum to protect the concept against Sokyo from destruction, along with her friend Junko. Hikatia is a super strong left-sider. She's slower than Junko, but has much more HP in return, and can easily both dish out and receive punishment. She'll also resurrect eventually if knocked out, making her stubbornest matched by none. She's a cheater character. So much of a cheater character that they have to state that she's not actually giving it her all, because she's a fucking cheater. I already read your character edition! Well, we're reading it again. Alright. Maribel Hearn, regular college student who sees barriers. Maribel, Mary for short, lives in the capital city of the outside world named Kyoto. The fuck is a Kyoto? She majors in relative psychology while belonging to a two-person occult club called the Hifu Club. She's totally no college student, at least she used to be. But at one point she gained the ability to see the edges of barriers, and the powers since developed further, allowed her to do various variety of things. You'd be hard-pressed to see the Mary lose control over her powers, but still allowed her to surpass various barriers and see all sorts of things in distant places. Her power even developed to the point where she can experience something akin to being in those very places. But Mary has never featured in a Touhou game, but instead appears in monologues and conversations with Renko in the booklets included Touhou music CDs. Mary would have been an airhead at times, but she's actually quite strong and exceptionally good at seeing things true natures. She's been accepting her powers lately, even if feeling a bit confident towards it. But the things her powers make it often trouble for Renko. Mary was burst when she saw inside the abandoned satellite. Torifuna using her powers over trying to go there with Renko again and put around with the satellite. 2 girls appear at the same strange forest. Raymond and the others, when a strange barrier exists between the outside world and Mary lives in it against Sokyo. But Raymond and the others live. People of the outside world typically show up against Sokyo, but rare occurrences like Renko and Mary do happen from time to time. Those people described as having been spirited away. Though Renko and Mary have been suddenly thrust into a totally unfamiliar world, Mary has already met the sorts of strange happenings for the late due to her powers. She's actually relatively optimistic about their situation. Okay. Now what? Do I walk? Do I play? This goo creature, dude. She's so fucking cute. Whee! There's an encounter table now. Wait. Maribel's on the bench. Whatever. Where are we going? Oh. Maybe we should head back to base. Nah, that takes time. Map completion, streamer. I know. Map completion, I know. Hey, Renko. I didn't get the chance to say it earlier. I know it's a little past due now, but thanks for protecting me when it was just the two of us. The further you are to the left of this game, the more likely you are to be attacked, yes. In which case, Renko shouldn't be up front, unless Renko works like Satori and she has to get hit by attacks to learn them. Huh? Wait, hold on. You saw that? Well, I wasn't really awake per se, but I just kind of felt it, I guess, all of it. You're really cool back there, but don't call yourself a shield, Renko. You were more like my knight. Well, hey, come on, Mary. Ooh, you go, girls. This is youth at its finest. Your big sis Sakati just adores this kind of stuff, you know. But you see, I'm getting up there in years, so I'd rather watch than be involved myself. Hekate. Huh? What? You know what? Never mind. It's nothing. Her hair's longer in this game. Night. She said night. Night, huh? Oh no, I can't stop myself from smiling. No saying you go, girls, Hekate. I didn't. Hekate. I said I didn't! Your eyes tell me that you're ready to do it again. These girls are quirkier than I thought. Don't drop the quirky line on me. Skills. Alright, I've activated the next row, but I'm not that level. Oh my god. What are your skills? Well, you have enough for this. Am I gonna read any of this? Fuck, I'm not gonna read any of it, dude. I probably should read it. Grants buffs start of each turn. Sure, sounds great. I ain't reading that. Miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit. I ain't reading that. Increase the target's turn counter requirement for 4 or higher to 3 or higher. No longer halves target's turn counter. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this means. Then read it. No, don't make me read! Goddess of the 3 realms. Grants 1 stack of 3-realm power, Earth, Moon, Otherworld at the start of battle. Max of 3 each. Grants 1 time damage dealt buff with a potency of 8% for every stack of 3 realms at the start of each turn. Sure. Grants a 16% buff on use. Grants 4 stacks of purification, max 100 for every stack of 3 at the start of each turn. Purification increases all elemental resistances, but the highest resist won't increase and will instead serve as a cap for others. Purification stack decays as turns pass, just regular stat buffs. Increased power by 40 points needed, there's no stat buffs. Did you understand that? No, not really, but I'm sure it doesn't matter. Renko's eyes, but increase all stats by 10 and increase damage by 16 when both Renko and Mary are in the front line. Which one of you motherfuckers had defense? Was it you? Your defense is 64, yours is 90. Okay, so you're the fat wall. Okay, all right, you're the fat wall. Yeah, that works for me. So, like, how do you learn? How do you learn? Learning expansion level 1. Oh, well, all the learning stuff is in level 36, so I can't even fucking use it. Great. And how do you encroaching nightmare? Wait, how does any of this work? I don't really know. Equipment? I don't know what any of that does, dude. Main equipment? Who knows? Who knows? Items. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, I can't believe he forgot all of this in the time it has been since he's played it. And to that I say, chat member, you can't forget what you never truly understood. Alright? I didn't forget anything, I just never truly understood any of it. But streamer, you've been playing for 14 hours. How do you not understand how any of this works? And to that I say, I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Do you know? Do you play a game for 15 hours and feel like you understand what the fuck's going on? There are some games I've played for tons of hours, and then there are things in that game I've never done before. I don't even know how to do them. By the way, you think the spot's good? I'm still not totally sure. Yeah, I get what you mean. If you're uncertain, then doesn't that mean you have yet to find it? I think we should keep going until we find a spot that feels just right. Yeah, I guess so. Better to keep looking than to force a connection here and mess it up big time. What are you looking for? I wondered too. It's a secret. Well, it's not really that big a deal. Let's go with it'll be faster to just show you instead. Secrets, secrets! I have secrets, you have secrets, we have secrets! I was wondering if nobody pointing her out was just everyone trying to be funny in their own Gensokyo kind of way, but I just have to ask. What's up with Koishi? Huh? Koishi? Huh? Drifting here, drifting there, drifting everywhere? No, really, she's right here. Just look. Come on, stop drifting away like that. That's it. I'm holding your hand. Oh, Mary. Hiya. Whoa. Huh? Oh, and there's some people I know and some people I don't know with you, too. Hiya. Hiya. Ah, I see. So this is Koishi's power of the unconscious. Nobody can notice her, nor can she notice them. How long have you been able to see her for, Mary? How long? I mean, I could see her here the entire time. Huh? Wait, could nobody else? Whoa, where am I? What is this place? A lot of people sure are missing. What happened after all that stuff? Was it bad after all? Yes, it was incredibly bad. As a result, we're the only ones able to act freely like this right now. I'm glad to see you are still safe. Oh, I've heard of this unconscious power. Now that you mention it. So she's the one then. Maybe she became unconscious the moment everything broke apart and managed to avoid the nightmares like that. What an unexpectedly handy power. But it's quite the frightening one, too. Thank you, Mary. This was incredibly fortunate. With the way Koishi is, we surely would have never found her on our own. Thanks. Being all alone here was kind of lonely. Take me with you again. If stuff's that bad, then we gotta save everyone. You don't sound very worried. I am, though. I'm totally super worried. I'll do my best to help. Welcome back, Koishi. Komeiji Koishi. I like that the cutoff on her name makes her name look like it's got 3 eyes. Komei! Dude, there's so many fucking eyes on her name. There's 4 of them. She's 4 eyes. She should wear glasses. Imaginary personality holder. Koishi's first appearance was in the 11th Touhou Project game Subterranean Animism, released in 2008. Since she appeared in many games such as Double Spoiler, Hopeless Masquerader, and Legend of Liberty, Intended to Common Flies, and About Detector. Koishi is a type of yokai called a Satori. Satori can read people's minds, but Koishi grew tired of being hated for her power, so she sealed away and closed off her third eye. Aka, her mind's eye, and gained the ability to manipulate the unconscious in return. She acts unconsciously, meaning she doesn't notice others, and other beings don't notice her. This led to her starting to lose her emotions, but upon meeting Rainbow and Marisa, as well as joining the struggle for the occult balls, she learned how receiving attention felt, and it seems her disposition has changed ever since. Koishi has been quoted saying, "My sister relies on mind reading, so she can't beat me," in regards to her sister Komeiji Satori. It seems Satori more or less agrees, but she's concerned with how Koishi has been wandering aimlessly since she's sealing her heart. Byakuya of the Miono Temple thinks that rather than sealing her heart, perhaps she's grown closer to the state of sunyata and has converted Koishi into a casual Buddhist, and she seems perfectly happy with that. Koishi suddenly appeared in the same forest as Raymond and the others, and then took her in so she wouldn't get lost. She had an odd talisman on her chest that holds great power, but who gave it to her? Has anyone seen? And has anyone even noticed it? Koishi has extraordinarily high evade. Her skills let her do things like increase her turn gauge upon evading enemy attacks, store special buffs to let her buff her actions at least act twice in a row. She's not all that weak defensively either, so she'll have a far easier time if built to withstand a hit rather than solely relying on dodging. Koishi is pretty good at inflicting both terror and silence, and she's especially good at punishing foes inflicted with them. So she's a dodge tank that isn't squishy, but she is kind of squishy. Alright, so it's funny because I currently have the gag characters, aka, you know, Lol K's extra stage, but now I have like actual units that are closer to my level. Skills. Skills. Do you remember what she does? I put her in a slot and hope she doesn't get hit. That's what she does. Correct. Okay. Any particular reason why the encounter rate is never giving me an encounter? What is that? Who knows? Well, whatever it is, it's dead now. These characters feel like they're gonna rip them from my grubby hands. The moment they get the chance. Dream soul to paradise yearning. Dreams of paradise still even now by those who once pursued something but a sparkle in their eye, but become powerless when faced with the vast different reality. It's all too lofty ideals. Like, they give me these units, and as soon as I get to the next, like, checkpoint spot, the game's gonna be like, nope, those are ours now. You're gonna have to go back to using your units who aren't as good as them. A dream soul, After all that searching we did, to think we just find one out in the blue here. What was in a box? I see. So the fact that we found one right away, we picked these two up. Must be fate working its magic again, huh? Huh? What is this thing? Explaining it would be quite some time. So it may be better for you to see how they're used in person, otherwise it may not click with you. We'll explain it when the time comes. I think it'll be really soon, in fact. But for now, let's just say we found a super useful item and leave it at that. What could it be? Now I'm even more curious. Okay. Oh, we're just gonna keep walking. Okay. What is this shit, dude? Oh, what? Did a storehouse of treasure slip into these nightmares? This place looks like a lot of interesting things have drifted here. What is this place? Sure, I see there are a lot of things here, but this is most likely a collection of dreams, memories, and hopes that have gradually been dropped by all the tormented victims of the nightmares. Those things are materialized and crystallized into what you see here, I believe. I can feel quite a lot of power and emotion swirling around this place. So what's that really mean for us? Essentially, many useful items that are of incredible use to us have drifted here. It's one of those sorts of places. Oh, okay, that's easier to understand. Everything here looks like it would be pretty helpful to have, but naturally it doesn't look like it'll be easy to get our hands on it. It's all locked with some strange power. Yeah, we've never seen this weird kind of lock before. How about you two? No, we got no clue either. Well, if there are locks, then I'm sure we'll find some keys somewhere. Let's come back once we've found one. There are many incredibly rare and useful items in this place. However, you'll need Dream Amber keys in order to obtain them. Dream Amber keys are special items gained through achievements and other special means. Try coming back here after finding one. Unless you've achieved one already, the rewards will surely be of aid on your adventure. Okay. Holy boxing, dude. There's like 1 million boxes here. Holy shit. There's a message carved into it. The path shall open only for those who have collected 4 amber dream chests. My map completion. Chat, which one should I open? There's 1, 2, 3 on the left and 4, 5, 6 on the right. Do I even have a key? I have no idea. You can check the contents first. Oh, well, that takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? Keys needed 1. Check the I have a key. Check the content. An absolutely desolate dream has been lost and suffering from the lack of self-worth. Its wide open nothingness represents their endless possible futures, but it's also the embodiment of their unfathomed, indescribable anxiety. Okay, I don't know what that does. A dream had by victims of abandonment who continue to curse their own fragility. Their disappointment in them with resignation to the predicament brings about even further disappointment, which becomes a bottomless darkness they'll never be able to crawl out from. sunshades. 2 of them. Whoa. Attack magic plus 50%. Defense mine 20%. All elemental resistance plus 20. Alright. And then silence and death plus 20. Glass is holding the power of the sunstone and increase your damage up by 25%. The boss you'll have to beat to obtain them is really powerful and difficult to defeat, or so you'd think, but only uses fire attacks. So notice that, and you can get a free win with just equipped gear that absorbs fire. The success rate effect is strong, but since it doesn't actually raise your character stats, many elementary schoolers back in the day didn't understand how it worked. But there were other accessories like that just flat out better than it anyway. Poor sunshades. I ain't touching any of this shit. I'm just reading the descriptions. Why is there a million things in this box? Hero's Gap Potion. An incredibly potent potion left by the kind hero Gep, who will look over the protagonists if they're defeated by an enemy outdoors. The kind-hearted Gep's name appears here and there in the game's text, but you're never granted a chance to actually see him for yourself. He's actually based on a real person who donated $8,000 to the development studio right after they opened crowdfunding for their first game. Cool. Master's Emblem. Gather 8 of these and you'll obtain a super powerful item called the Source of Magic, aka the Magic Ball. They afford you infinite MP. The same item simply increased your max MP by 1 in the previous game. Maybe the fact that they have human protagonists MP infinite, unlike what it did with the prior god protagonists, is showing the sheer difference between them. Just maybe. Tokyo Metronome. A precious, unique accessory that halves the unavoidable damage taken each turn. From the mid-game onwards, once you've got the so-called Denpa March set up, you'll be eliminating enemies every turn, meaning most of the damage you take won't be from them, but from the standby damage at the end of each turn. Giving this to one of your characters will considerably up their combat longevity, so give it to your favorite ace. Diamond Edge, the ultimate base weapon. The Diamond Edge comes with a 7d5 hit dice, a digging bonus, and the sharp trait, with a sky-high gear level of 90. Its low spawn odds mean you're unlikely to see one during a run, much less a powerful ego one. And God forbid one with a good ego and bonus abilities, an excellent Randart one for the dream amidst dreams. But many melee characters chase it using scrolls of artifact creation just to end up in tears. Gothic plate armor. Heavy armor that appeared in the later half of the 15th century. This armor stands out as a German plate armor called Kastenbrust, before taking in the efficient construction of Milanese plate armor, and then gain wavy ridges. It displays a sheet metal production technique evolved with time. These ridges serve as decorative function, but their fine rivets also help in practical sense, increasing the defense of the areas they cover. Enigma Machine. Encryption device made by the German military after reflecting on the defeat they suffered from their communications deciphered in World War I. Its core combines multiple Vigneri ciphers, a design decision made to cover the weakness to frequency analysis. Using a machine to encrypt messages also solved the problem of it being cumbersome to encode documents with, and even worse to decode after the fact. Timekeeper's Crystal Oscillator. This clock enabled the production of ultra-cheap but precise watches using quartz piezoelectric properties, telling time with periodic vibrations. Their cost and accuracy ended the Swiss Observatory's clock precision competitions and briefly pushed the mechanical clock industry to the brink of collapse. These tech marvels revolutionized clocks, but in the outside world, mass-produced wristwatches sell for as low as 100 yen. Immortal Salamander Scale. A scale from a dragon that was lambasted by the princess, who exclaimed it's a lot faster than Salamander. Upon seeing the speedier Landerwolf, its speed may be subpar, but he raised Salamander all the way to rank 6 Phoenix. Its HP gets locked at 9999. And it becomes totally invincible. Now you send it to your enemies, you can just watch it wipe all them out on your own. Burn the Church of Memories away to nothing. Well... More! Love Machine 3322. A special machine that grants different effects based on the arrangement of its 4 IC chips. It can do various things like heal the whole party, buff attacks, or specific ailments, turn enemies into shinies. And most representative and famous effect comes from the code 3322 and the anti-fire barrier it grants. It'll totally shut out the fire attacks of your rival at the start of the game, which is the biggest problem they'll throw at you. You think that's talking about Pokemon, but it's not. Flowing Dress. Powerful armor that comes with not only high defense, but also a special ability to reduce damage taken from fire attacks, fire and explosive spells, and breath attacks by 33 to 50%. Putting on the set in the online version gave you 60% resistance instead, and such numbers would naturally lead to nerfs. However, the balance team decided that nerfs would wait until later made the set obsolete, so the affair ended without much criticism. Flying machine. Strong winds. There's nothing to worry about. I just want to address real quick that this mentions that this gives you resistance to fire, and then its base effects resistance to cold. That doesn't make any shit. Strong winds. Nothing to worry about since this flying machine built out a bizarre configuration of Minecraft. Minecart soars the skies under the mysterious power of magnetics. The calamitous technique was developed relatively early on. The secret to its popularity is how quickly people who have already played the game can catch on to how it works just by seeing it. Last leaf. An accessory representing the tree element and the last leaf of humanity, the quality, not the race. Just like the accessories other lords drop in the last dungeon, its infinite durability increases your anima and max SP, grants SP regen, and nullifies certain tree-related statuses. One of the status blocked by the last leaf is one-hit KOs, which is a mouth-wateringly useful effect to have in the slog that is the final boss fight. Don't know that game. Bangle of the Star Realm. A bangle that has mystic damage taken. Perhaps because Mystic is made out of a rather powerful element, it's uncommon early on, but bosses and mid-game battles will generally solidify its presence for you. You'll see tears in your eyes if you don't get gear to deal with it. You'll want to be sure to get this from the chest before the boss with that crazy party-wide 666 damage move. That fight's difficulty changes drastically if you have it. Oh, hey, you played this game. No, I haven't. Unless that's Saphiros. In which case, yes, there is... Mystic doesn't show up like at all until suddenly it's there, and then you have these annoying ass fucking Mystic spamming mages. But Mystic is supposed to like neutral damage most of the time. Yin Yang Shift Stone. A valuable stone that performs either a light shift or a dark shift on all ally monsters of your choice. Each monster has its own unique skill tree, and both elements will grant a powerful passive skill and a stat increase. An absolutely mouth-watering item for people who like those kinds of games. Games over 100 monsters as well as skill loadouts, equipment, buffing, and shifts, so make use of all of it in your own unique party. Coagulated Blood Gem. Strange stones desperately yearned for the underground explorers who line their brains with eyes and chant combinations of 8 characters. They say if you farm 10 sets, you'll probably get 1 good gem. But once you realize it doesn't mean 10 farming runs, and instead 99 farming runs and using a full stack of fast travel items 10 times, you'll start to grow eyes on your brain too. Huskarl's Round Shield. The word Huskarl refers to powerful Western European Vikings from before the 10th century and made combat their sole means of livelihood. Training a new Nord warrior from scratch at the end will result in a Nord Huskarl, a unit that boasts enough melee strength that a troop of them can defend a castle against an army 10 times their size all on their own. There's roughly 20% chance that a Nord Huskarl will start with a dual-wielded axe rather than a shield, and while attacking a castle with troops of them will be the ones that fall first. It looks like having a big shield really is crucial on the battlefield. Momiji Hime. An elegant odachi decorated from falling maple leaves. Not only is its hilt, but even on the backside of its blade, along the sakura pattern sako. Countless characters grinded and grinded to get one to match their Japanese-style outfits. But there are just so many reports people saying they stop showing up the moment you decide you want one. Coveted Ice Sword. A legendary sword of ice is very famous for various impactful reasons, often stolen by your party of foul thieves. Stealing this locks you into doing the Netherworld as the game's penultimate dungeon, but this is often a good thing if you're aiming for the 3-route finish, so it's stolen sometimes even by people who don't actually have any need for it. In the remake, stealing it will trigger a battle where its owner shows you the legendary weapon's power. Try to steal it as soon as it becomes available and you'll end up dead 9 times out of 10. I wish I knew what any of this shit was referencing. A famous sword that uses a combination of magic and technology makes its tip spin rapidly, finally chopping up its wielder's foes. Allied to those who stand in the kitchen, its power plunges ingredients into tear. Lately, the ingredients who once feared it have begun frantically gossiping that it's just a mixer with blades attached to the tip, not a sword, in an attempt to use the power of rumors to dull its cutting edge, but their efforts are fruitless. It's a whisk. It's a whisk. Crush. Crush. Alright, well, that happened. Now we resume. Now we resume. Touch it. Touch it. Okay. Hey, this place is kind of... Right? Yeah, I agree. It's plenty wide, has a nice flow of ki, and I'm not sensing any serious threat nearby. It certainly is rather nice. Very well, let's use this place. With that decided, then let's hurry up and get this over with. I'd rather not get interrupted by monsters. Ah, is this what you were talking about when we found Koishi? What was that all about anyway? Yeah, it's that. Don't worry, you'll see soon. All three of us are here, and everything on the other end should be ready, so here we go. Whoa. I'm back home. And there we go. That should take care of that then. Huh? Well, hey, we're back. Yep, this is the nightmare of paradise you guys are having. Well, I guess Raymond and the others were the one having it, but details don't matter. I wasn't sure if this place even survived all that chaos. Haha, I was worried about where we set up a base of operations, but Gensoku being in such a mess right now and all. But as you can see, this paradise managed to evade destruction, didn't it? I'm surprised as well, but it means we can just use it for ourselves. I see. We just had to flip around our expectations, didn't we? If reality's in chaos, then we can just use the inside of a nightmare instead. So Miracle's doppelganger and the balls were a little too fixated on ruining Gensoku, it seems. Just look at what they've left for us. Considering how untouched this place is, it appears the nightmare world didn't receive much of an effect from the nightmarization. That is, the merging of dreams and reality. The ideal base was right under our noses, so let's make whatever use of it we can. I've got to thank those guys with nothing but peace in their heads for making such a comfy dream out of their cute little worries. But there were quite a few people here, weren't there? Right, we had a pretty big group. More than 20, but less than 30. Somewhere around there, I think. Oh, quite a few then. You must all be working to make life here more convenient, but we don't exactly have the numbers you did. So, the things we're able to do might be a bit limited compared to before. I think we'll be able to fill most of the roles people had if we try, but... For example, that strengthening magic, whatever Patchouli was putting you on the library, I think we can manage to replicate that. But when it comes to the machines in the atelier, I have no idea how those work, so we'll lose that place's functionality for now. Do you two happen to know how they work? The atelier's machine, I mean. No, not really. I see. I guess it makes sense we lose out on some things with as few people, doesn't it? If we want to bring back any specific functionality to our base, it might be a good idea to prioritize rescuing whoever was in charge of it. I see. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I mean, I want us to hurry up and save everyone as fast as possible regardless. Yeah, you can never have too many bodies in your army. So, regarding the topic of getting more members, do you remember that dream soul we picked up earlier? Yeah, I do. That's a super useful item, right? We picked up something like that? Well, I didn't expect much of your memory. Regardless, now is the time to use it. We can use Dream Souls to expand our team. I'd like to explain how that works, so please stop by the lounge when you have the time. Okay, we'll do. Yep, we'll do. Reimu's gone. Wait, Akyu? You're still here? Welcome back, Renko and Mary. Huh? What? I'm glad to see you're both safe. I sort of had the feeling that the situation would turn out okay if only you two were here. Akyu? You're safe after all? Of course, I'm perfectly fine. This whole affair was no big deal for me. I mean, I never leave here. Oh, now I see. Yeah, Paradise avoided harm after all. I'm really relieved nothing happened to you, Akyu. I was so surprised though. Doremi came back in tatters and told me that everyone had been defeated and that Gensoku had collapsed. I mean, goodness, she spoke of Gensoku's destruction as she just dropped a glass and broken it. Phew, yeah, I think I'd lose hope if I heard that. Indeed, I stayed here alone, totally helpless. But saying that, it's not as if I couldn't do anything to help anyway. Doremi strictly ordered me to stay put, saying, I understand how you feel, but it's dangerous, so you absolutely mustn't leave. However, I'm well aware that I would just burden everyone anyway, so I never had any intent of leaving to begin with. At times like this, I truly begrudge myself for having this weak body. But having you here means we can feel safer about going to explore Akyu. Yeah, Mary's right. Having you here really puts us at ease. It really helps to hear you say that. It truly, truly does. Anyway, come to me for anything you need, just the same as always. I'm fully prepared to help. Okay. Trying to override a different save data slot. Are you sure you want to try this? There's a 3-second delay before you... What? You're trying to overwrite a different slot save data. Are you really sure you want to do this? There's a 3-second delay to confirm, just in case. Sure. Are you gonna ask me that every time I want to save? There's 5 fucking save slots. Okay. It's because you loaded from the autosave. I only loaded from the autosave because it had a tick up of one more battle for some reason. Alright, whatever. Achievement. Return to question marks. Reach 15 hours of playtime. Possess 10,000 or more money at once. Damn. Okay. New achievement bonuses available. 20 achievements. Key. Now I got 2. Cool. Classy lounge. Now then, thank you for coming to the lounge. Like I said, I'll go ahead and explain on how to use Dream Souls. You said we could use them to expand our team, right? So by that, do you mean we can use them to save the others? Precisely. To begin with, I'd like you to take a look at the strange room we added. So, are the Dream Soul items basically the characters? I guess she's gonna explain it. What is this place? Hitori, Patchouli, and that's not all. There's a lot of people in there. What's wrong with everyone? You see, we actually found a few of our allies before we located you two. You were able to extract them from their nightmares and keep them safe here, but as you can see, their nightmares still have a hold of them. Despite there being no avatars here, they simply won't wake up. Unless we intervene, I imagine they'll stay this way forever. Oh no, what do we do? Ah, so you're saying that's what the Dream Souls are for. Yes, precisely. Dream Souls, to put it simply, are people's dreams given form. There are dreams sealed inside them, and if you touch one... No, I suppose none of that is really relevant, is it? What's important is that by using Dream Souls, I can eradicate people's nightmares. In other words, if we have Dream Souls, we can save everyone who's suffering from their nightmares here. Precisely. However, I'll require 1 Dream Soul per person. Furthermore, their nightmares have a range of compatibility with Dream Souls, so there's an additional restriction of requiring specific types for specific people. But knowing you two, I expect you'll catch on to that part rather quickly. For now, the 1 Dream Soul per person requirement is what's important. Anyway, it's best to learn through some hands-on experience. For starters, let's try waking someone up with the Dream Soul we found. You've unlocked the Dream Souls option in the lounge menu. You can now use Dream Souls found in dungeons to awaken your comrades from their nightmares, regaining them as your allies. Uh-huh. Can awaken. I can awaken Meiling. Okay. Sure. Wake up! Character Edition. Hong Meiling, Colorful Rainbow Gatekeeper. Meiling's first appearance was in the 6th Touhou Project game, Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, released in 2002, where she stood in Rainbow Marisa's way. She since appeared as a playable character in the fighting games Imitation Missing Power and Touhou Hisso Tensoku. Meiling is a yokai who serves as the gatekeeper of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, a red western-style mansion that sits upon the shores of the lake against Sokyo. Meiling possesses the ability to use ki, allowing her to manipulate Qigong in various ways. She excels at using it to provide a flashing, colorful display in battle. Where her Tai Chi proficiency shines, being a yokai, Meiling is quite sturdy physically. She's quite wild-natured and is often depicted as interacting with others gently and politely, providing they're not intruders trying to gain access to the mansion uninvited. There have supposedly been rare instances of her falling asleep standing up while guarding the mansion's gate. Meiling's defenses aren't particularly high, but her HP is quite good, letting her withstand any kind of attack. Though weak, her also possesses self-healing capabilities and can be quite durable if you disregard her offensive capabilities and focus on her defenses. Meiling's attack stat isn't particularly low or anything, but she needs to take some turns to build up her Qigong buffs in order to excel offensively. If you intend to keep using her after you gain more allies, just keep in mind she tends to have a slow start in battle. Uh-huh. Ugh. Dwa. What? Whoa, you surprised me. Huh? What? Where am I? Huh? Wait, arms! I have arms! You okay? Is this one of those? You know, those, it was just a dream things. Yeah, it's one of those. Welcome back, Meiling. Wow. What a sincere welcome. You're as dazzlingly innocent as ever. There are some people missing, huh? How much of what I remember was my nightmare and how much of it really happened? Let's see. We were defeated by the fake Sumireko and that everyone got scattered around. That much really happened. I noticed everyone floating in this room and sleeping with unpleasant looks on their faces. Aha! So that's why. Okay, I think I more or less get what's going on. Essentially, we're all going to have to put in some work and save everyone, and Gensokyo itself. That's some serious motivation. Well, of course, I mean, you picked me out of everyone else floating here to wake up first, after all. Right. To think you'd want someone like me, no, it must have been because it was me, wasn't it? Back at the Scarlet Devil Mansion, I never felt like anyone expected anything of me. It's been so long since I've had actual expectations. I'll do my best. I'll fight my absolute hardest. I'll meet your burning hot expectations. Just you watch. Let's all save Gensokyo, everyone. Thanks. Let's do our best then. We can't tell her. There's no way we can tell Meiling that she was the only one who could wake up. I'm burning red hot right now. Alright, good morning, Meiling. Good morning, Meiling. How do you feel after waking up from your nightmare? I feel fantastic. I'm shocked. I didn't think I could have days where I didn't want to stay in bed. Thanks for saving me. I was really exhausting being in there. Very good, very good. Now then, since we've all learned how to use Dream Souls, let's talk about what we do next. It should go without saying, but we'll need more Dream Souls to awaken everyone else who's still sleeping in the bedroom. And we still have to search for everyone we haven't found, too. So I guess we'll need to explore some nightmares either way. Right, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, after all. We're gonna have to go on the offensive. Yeah, we gotta hurry and save everyone. Actually, we've already found several especially dangerous themed areas within this vast nightmare. For convenience, let's call them minor nightmares. Theme nightmares, what does that even mean? I'm not sure how to describe it, but I think you'll understand once we visit one. I get the feeling they'll be a lot faster than trying to explain. Sorry, we keep playing the you'll understand when you see card on you. We've confirmed that there are allies we've yet to rescue in these minor nightmares, and we've detected Dream Souls in them too. That means we pretty much have to go check them out, right? So, we planned on heading over to check out a minor nightmare next, but what about you guys? Does that mean you're leaving? Are you leaving my party? I'll go. Please let me go with you. I'll go too. Of course I'll go. What, do you think I'd say now? I'll stay here and hold down the fort? Well, you do say things like that rather often, under normal circumstances at least. Okay, fine. I guess that is the usual me. But let's put the usual me aside for now. Okay, so for starters, let's go to the one of the relatively safe minor nightmares we found. We've already found a few others too, but most of them are pretty nasty. We've already opened a relay so we can travel there via the usual means at any time. Thanks. Okay, let's hurry and go save the others. Let's give it our all, Renko. Yeah. Oh, hold on a sec. You've changed, Renko. Hee, a girl's never the same as she was the day before, so they say. She's gonna go places. Gensokyo has so many girls like her. That's why I just can't stop myself from visiting so often. Again, Hakatia, like I said, those two are humans from the outside world. The minor nightmare land with anguish of the lost has been unlocked for exploration. Oh, right, I nearly forgot. It's unfortunate news, but out of Junko, Hakatia, and I, we prefer if you only have one of us join you in battle. But it's not like it's because we want to slack off, got it? It's just that, you see, we had to look around this paradise place earlier, and it turns out this place is coming apart and breaking here and there. We can't afford to simply allow our base of operations to deteriorate and disappear, so we'll require some people to mend and maintain the nightmare aspect of this place. Protecting the base while exploring the party is one thing, but actually battling alongside everyone would be a bit much. Oh, I see. I guess it would be really bad if the place we're keeping everyone in were to disappear. Not to mention the adventuring team needs a place to rest too. I definitely want to keep this place, but oh wait, what do we have to do to maintain a nightmare anyway? It should go without saying, but I don't have that kind of advanced power. Ha ha ha, well, distributing roles is important too, right? Sorry for bringing this up right at the last second. Wait, sorry for bringing this up right at the last second, but it's important, so do forgive us. So then, Junko, Dorami and I will leave the party for now. We'll give you the full power over which of us to bring along. So just stop by the lounge and say the word. Some characters are elite units, which you can only have a limited number of in your party. Dorami, Junko, and Hakati are all elite units, and for now you're only able to bring one of them along. Elite units have a star next to the name to make it easy to identify. Carefully consider which elite units to bring and what kind of party composition you want as you optimize your setup and continue conquering the nightmares. Now crafting. Bright powder. Oh, well, she's dead, so. Dead. You know, you were really awesome back when you saved me all by yourself. You were seriously cool back there, Renko. Hey, I just kind of lost myself, that's all. It's amazing how you were able to use the skill those monsters did so well. I don't think I could pull it off, even if I spent my whole life trying. Well, about that. I think I can probably do other stuff too. You know, besides that encroaching nightmare thing. Huh? Really? But there's one that seems doable and ones that don't, of course. Sometimes I just get this feeling when I'm in battle. Kind of like I think I could maybe move or attack the same way that enemy does. How? How? Yeah, seriously, I wonder why. I don't get it either. Hold on, let me ask you the same thing. How come you see barriers and boundaries the way you can and mess with them the way you've been able to more and more lately? Your thing is what strikes me as weird, Mary. Good question? Yeah, seriously, it's the same for me. Renko has manifested her learning ability. From now on, by defeating certain enemies or fulfilling other conditions, she'll be able to learn unique spells. Renko's learning ability works even outside the party, letting her gain new spells even if she's not present. However, techniques obtained via learning can't be used right out of the gate. By visiting the library and picking the learning techniques option, you'll be able to equip Renko with her newly obtained techniques. Fight all sorts of enemies in all sorts of places to have Renko learn all sorts of techniques. Learn techniques. How to learn. Defeat Chirno on Lunatic. What is this? I have questions. What is this? What do you mean defeat Chirno on Lunatic to get a super move for Renko? Defeat the Nightmare Avatar Shikigami Master on Lunatic. Defeat Ron on Lunatic. So these skills are like really good, right? But like, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, I'm not doing that. Defeat the Nap Avatar on Lunatic. Paralysis Prank. Defeat 20 Forest Fairies. Defeat 5 Fabled Assassin Girls. I can do that. Defeat a combined total of 50 Shadow Cats, Bakenekos, Multi-World Freesias. 56. So I can at least get these. So it does keep track of my progress. So Encroaching Nightmare you just get. Lurid amidst swirling despair. So you get bonus moves by beating them on high difficulties. Which is to say, that's not gonna happen. Why is that not gonna happen? Because I said it's not gonna happen. Level up. Oh, that reminded me. Yeah, that reminded me that I only have level up bonuses in HP because I have no fucking idea what else to put them in. That's not a good thing, just so you know. But yeah. Yeah. Alright. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. She's resistant to dark. You're resistant to cold. And you're resistant to... Holy shit, your dark resistance is fucking ridiculous. Alright. You are so weak to Nitro. What the fuck did Nitro do? Whatever. Do you remember what you're doing, streamer? No. Oh, right. I have to go to my tax bracket. Swap party members, manage party lineups. No, where's Meiling? Wait, what? What the fuck is Meiling? Eh? Swap. 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 Edit your front, manage party lineups, manage, prepare, break items. Oh, there you are. Alright, there we go. Who's in the rear? Doremi has what? Okay, this character's fucked up. There we go. You have 7 TP. Now I see. You are unmotivated. You are annoying, is what you are. But that's fine. Update journal. Alerta! Alerta! Yep. Alright. Go exploring. Nightmare, dream of the occult balls, nightmare of Ray, hope, wrapped in despair, minor nightmare. Whoa! Wait. First floor entrance. I'm going back to those chests because I have 2 keys and I can get 2 souls and I can free my best friend. Dream of the soul, the fragile. Open. Thanks. Dream of soul, the suffering. I have to open at least 4 of these to gain access to more boxes anyway. So I might as well get the items that let me go to characters. What's the button that makes the... Okay, right. You get vine boomed. There we go. Nightmare foot soldier. Hey, that guy's got a 1000 HP. Why? Okay. You missed. Do I remember what any of this does? No. No, I don't. Very weak, 1 damage. Great. Miss. Missed. Strong. Alright, just keep poking it, I guess. Oh. It's alright. We win. See, we're gonna win. Sticky dreams. We're okay. We're alright. Wait. Goo. I don't remember things. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that. I'm here. Listen, I'm here now, so we're gonna deal with this. This guy gets absolutely fucked up by the encroaching nightmare move. So we're gonna encroaching nightmare him. Die. Alright. Focus. Alright. Now we poke him. That doesn't matter. See? It doesn't matter. Do I know what any of those icons mean? No. Wait, that goo creature has 1 billion HP. Wait, I'm gonna let it hatch. Okay. Ow. Oh. Is it gonna hatch? Or maybe I should look at its stats. No. I think it's just a goo pile. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I'm just here until my TP runs out. What's that? What? It has 10,000 HP. Okay, it's weak to spirit and mystic and cold. Okay. Hey, not bad. Eager support. Encroaching nightmare. Holy shit, that said fatal damage and it barely did anything. So now what do I do? Formation? Call Hekatia. Grant 1 stack of genetics of the unconscious. You're strong to fire. You do mystic damage naturally. Oh my god, Koishi! Fuck him up! This is not mystic damage, is it? Yes, it is. Turn counter must be 3. Oh, I want to do that move. Use spells. Okay. Perform. Yeah. Attack with mystic damage. Only usable to user at least 1 stack. Convert 1 stack into 1 stack of moon. So I currently have other worlds. I have 1 of each stack, right? So if I use this, I want to use Goddess of the Moon. 3 realms power. Oh, it's a support action though. It's not an attack. Which one does more damage? This one, I guess. That's spirit. Why? Oh wait, no, that's cold. That's why. Alright, oh my god, Toki. 1 billion damage. 1 billion damage. Defend. Terror Eater. Death 500%. Nobody died. Renko died. Never mind. Why? So I no longer have an earth one. Yeah, so I used this and it converted my other world. It converted my earth into. So I have 2 other world tokens now. So if I use this, it'll convert the other world token into a moon one. I don't even understand how to return that back to normal, but whatever. Just hit him with this again. Hazy barrier attack. Disorderly. Give it a ultra strong now. It actually did damage. Koishi's doing a lot with her neutral attack. Now here's the issue. What do you even do? Basic melee attack. Okay, that's cool. 577. 99. Three realms out. So, like, what does this do? I guess it gives you a moon token and it gives you an underworld token. I guess. I don't know. I got no need to click that right now, though. Pain to Qigong. Okay. Attack. Focus. Alright. Hey, 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 stop that. Die. Alright. Alluring despair. Moon of the eyeball. The feelings of despair indulged in by those of the nightmares enshrouding Gensokyo. They say that when the weak lament their situation, instead of standing up on their own 2 feet and doing something about it, over time they begin to feel a faint comfort from their despair. Moon of the eyeball. Well, that seems pretty good. Many are unable to decide how to interpret the concept of the eye. A required step is getting close to the great ones and their truth. This item is granted by doing a specific gesture for a full minute before a giant disfigured eyeball symbolizing that concept found at the end of a certain area. It's not the only way to get in, but the question of how to first discover and figure it out still stands. Maybe they grew eyes on their brain. Is that Bloodborne? That sounds like Bloodborne. Koishi has left the building. Okay, bye, Koishi. Hold on, we're not done yet. What are you doing? We can do one more battle with this team. Fine, boom. It's... He's back. Okay. I do believe this is what they call an unfortunate situation. Oh, that actually does damage to him. Nice. Who died? Renko. Why does Renko keep dying to that move? Is she stupid? 73 damage. More MP, please. More MP. You're dead. You're dead. You've died. I'm sure I can recover from such a situation. I'm sure I can recover. Well, that didn't do very much damage. Okay! It might be time to leave. Alright! Game over! Ow. That hurt. Hey, it was worth a try, was it not? Was it not worth the try? He might have given me another eyeball. I lost nothing for that. I gained nothing, ease will. Update journal, please. I have more dream souls. I can awaken. Oh shit, I get the Rumia! What? What is she doing here? Required to unlock material gathering. Needs Chirno, Rumia, Wriggle, Mistia, Alice, and Nitori. Dream soul locations. Middle. Oh, I don't have I don't have the right item. Sage wrapped beast meat. I don't have that. So I have Dream of the Soul Suffering. Despondent Pete. Middle floor of the Sorrowful March. Last floor in the land of Sakrata. Distata 2. Okay. I can awaken Chirno. I don't want to awaken Chirno. Unlocks regular and premium determination crystal gacha. Gotcha. Re-unlocks treasure shop and item selling. Acquired for material gathering. Unlocks boss refights. You don't have I don't have the flowing dress. Oh, I can awaken Alice. Yes. Wake up, Alice. Alice Margatroyd, 7-colored puppeteer. Alice's first appearance from the 1998 PC98 game, Mystic Square, as well as the 2003 Windows game, Perfect Cherry Blossom. Afterwards, she appeared as Marisa's tag team partner in A Perishable Night, then again as a playable character in the fighting games Immature Mystic Power, Scarlet with the Rhapsody, and Touhou and Let's Go. She made an appearance in Shoot the Bullet and such animes as well. Alice is a magician devoted to her doll-making craft, who makes her home in the Forest of Magic, a place said to exist near the center against Sokyo. Wait, does it? She's not a human or yokai, but instead classified as magician. As that implies, she's skilled at various types of magic. But among them, she's especially fond of using magic to control her self-made dolls to make them do daily chores and such. She also makes use of her dolls in combat. She prefers staying indoors and often immerses herself deeply in doll making, isn't the type to pay much mind to what others are doing. However, she's still quite friendly with both humans and other beings, often protecting the former when they get lost in the Forest of Magic, and occasionally showing her face at festivals and banquets held across Gensokyo. Alice is skilled at using her dolls to evade enemy attacks. She's not particularly deadly offensively, but her inherent evasiveness and not all low defensive stats, as well as the many varied methods of support she's capable of, making her quite versatile. You ever find it kind of weird that she's like a defensive unit in, what's it called? Alright. She's a defensive unit. Alice is finished. Good. Put her on the back line. Come along, Alice. Now I can do this again. Look, she's here. Thanks. Can you make me something new? No, we don't have enough crafting power. We need more crafting power. What's something I could benefit from having? I guess. Sure. You do that. Alright. That's what I was saying. She's defensive. She's a defensive unit in she's like the best defensive unit in Zapdos. It's like, why is Alice a defensive unit? But she also has a defensive form in puppet games as well, but that's not really, it's a little different, I guess. Alright, well, I guess we're going to Minor Nightmare Labyrinth Anguish. I think it says Anguish. I can't tell. Of the Lost. The final means of escape flocked to by those crushed by the uncertain sense of inferiority. Whatever. First floor entrance. Wow, hey. Even though we're in a nightmare, there are sakura petals fluttering everywhere. Fluttering sakura petals in a Japanese-style robe. This is nothing like the nightmares we've seen before. So this is what you meant by themed, huh? It's kind of neat. That's right, I figured that would be hard to explain with words. You would understand in an instant. Whoa, that was a weird bone to hit. If you could see a minor nightmare for yourself. I do apologize for constantly saying you'll understand when you see it. But this is a nightmare, isn't it? So does it look like this? Well, you may already have an inkling of this concept, but the scenery was almost certainly birthed from the sentiments of those imprisoned here. I wonder just who could be trapped here. Oh, don't worry about it. I think you'll learn that very soon. It seems they're very eager to show themselves to someone after all. I bet it's Yomu. Bah, there you go again. Hee hee, I went and did the you'll understand when you see anything again, didn't I? Hee hee, I do apologize. However, I imagine in all likelihood she would be disappointed if someone who doesn't understand her subtleties were to offer a superficial explanation. Yeah, you're right. If possible, it'd be better if we saw it for yourselves and came to your own conclusions, huh? Yomu, Yomu, Yomu. Whoa. Wow, so pretty. What's going on? I mean, yeah, it was pretty, but still. Wait, was that magic? It is pretty, ain't it? Oh, it's not Yomu. That voice. Yo, that was my magic just now. Pretty flashy stuff, don't you think? This is the last character I would have pined for a traditional Japanese castle. This is... Really? Marisa? Marisa. How... If you saw this scenery, would you not think Yomu? Would you not think Yomu? Who the fuck would think Marisa? I'm so glad you're safe. Mary, wait. Huh? Something's not right. This feels off. Correct, Renko. Well deduced. Why are you here? I came here with the other one, because you can't be here with me. Man, you're such a bore, Renko. Huh? What's going on? I see. So this place is your nightmare, Marisa. And that means you're the avatar here. Huh? No way. Marisa, is that really true? Come on, don't look at me like that. You're gonna make me sad. I mean, look, it's not like I plan on stealing you guys away and eating you or anything. More importantly, take a look at this magic of mine. What do you think? I asked a guy of countless twinkling stars. Whoa. I can be the ultimate magician here in this nightmare. Look at these shining stars, these overpowering lasers. See, check it out. I don't run out of breath no matter how much magic I fire off. I got endless magic power. It's so awesome. Being able to spam magic like this is like a dream. Haha, just like me, eh? Marisa, I get that, but I think I'm getting how it felt to be one of them who got sucked into a nightmare. For me being here where I can enjoy firing off all that magic I want is a better fit. I'm plenty happy here. Come on, Marisa, let's work together again. Don't say it. Don't say anything more. I'm happy here. I'm a shining great magician here in my dreams. This is a great fit for me, ain't it? Whoa. She's gone. Marisa. That's right, this nightmare's avatar is Marisa. This place had already won her over by the time we found her here. Thinking about how many we've got unconscious under her protection back at base, though. Resisting must have been difficult for Marisa all by herself. She really was going all out with that magic, wasn't she? Hee hee, my goodness. She's not that kind of person. Right, that wasn't the normal Marisa, of course, but at the same time, that Marisa we saw just now was the innermost part of her heart given form. What she said was one of her heart's true intentions, no doubt about it. I don't know what kind of worry created this nightmare, but, well, actually, I think I can guess after seeing Marisa just now. Anyway, don't go fully thinking this isn't the Marisa I know, okay? This might sound like it's avoiding the issue, but those might be the most painful words she could hear. The secrets and worries in others' hearts. At the end of the day, nobody else can truly understand them. Yeah, you can't really understand other people's hearts, but that just makes it even worse. These nightmares not only expose the depths of people's hearts, but even go to the length of forcing their victims to act out their true feelings and humiliate themselves. Doesn't that just piss you off? Yeah, you're right. Right? I can't stand that kind of thing. It's not to my liking either. If we're talking about the dregs deep within people's hearts. Picture a person giving into despair. They break down sobbing as their heart is exposed to those around them, revealing their shocking secrets and creating further drama. For me, that's the only way to reveal the contents of a heart. Otherwise, there's not even a hint of beauty to be seen. The way these nightmares reveal the depths of their victims' hearts. What is there to enjoy about how cruelly they handle the wonderful, pure drama people hide within them? These vulgar means fail to understand the aesthetics, the beauty. So I don't like them either. Right. You know, I kind of feel like there's an even more pure evil right next to me than we should be defeated instead. Well, I am Junko. Purity is my whole deal. Oh, shut it. Alright, so she's a drama fiend. Great. Women, am I right, boys? I can't enter this wall. I can't. Thieving mouse. Thieving mouse. Blossom and fairy, weak to fire. Partially weak to cold, physical, and mystic. No attack stat. Rat. Weak to fire. Weak to spirit. Semi-resistant to physical. Overall, not that strong, though. Is there a magic resistance? I guess magic resistance would just be their mind stat, huh? But they can have resistance to physical. Pulp City, bitch! Bronze ingot. #1 item. And an alloy made with primarily copper, then tin, and a bit of zinc and lead. Bronze is resistant to degrading. Its high fluidity and low melting point of 875 degrees Celsius makes it castable and workable with limited technology, so it is used especially often before the Common Era. It's actually incredibly rare to find a mine that can output large amounts of both copper and tin, so having the economical power required to purchase necessary ore elsewhere in the technology to work those ores into bronze was the sign of a great civilization. He loves bronze. Yep. Why is bronze representative of third place? Who decided that? I thought that was water. The blue on these tile sets. Aldebaran Memory Stone. A crystal held by a psychic cat girl from the planet Aldebaran. It's a nice item that helps pull off all sorts of powerful psychokinetic feats, such as a wide variety of supernatural abilities that save her from various pinches in the cartoon. And in the game, it lets her use the high damage psychokinetic shot that easily dwarfs other offensive characters' power. Show and game. Yep. Alright. Oops. Mild herbs. Why are you here? Fuck you! Fuck you! You don't deserve to be here. Very weak. No, he's got too much defense. I cannot get through it. Very strong. Damn! Ow. Bro, die! You're alive! I dodged! 0 damage. I hate that enemy. I think whatever my answer was to the enemy is either not on my team anymore, or I just forgot how I used to fight it. There is water. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh god. Cat Claw. A special weapon that scales with agility, not strength. It sounds weak and can just be purchased from shops, but it's actually the best agility type weapon. Strength weapons beat it in stats, but it's still prized for how overwhelmingly easy it is to obtain and how easy it is to raise agility. However, there's a bug where raising agility too high will negatively impact your turn speed, accuracy, and evasion, so manage it carefully. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that so much. 1. Let dead trees blossom. Support action, all plus 30%. That's actually kind of insane. But that doesn't matter, because you're 1 fairy, so you're dead. Very good. Keep walking. Keep walking. Golden grains. Where you going, anyway? I don't know. Just walking around, you know? Seeing the sights. Whoa. I did a big ol' loopy. Whoa. Level 38? Ay. Alright. I'll see you later. See you later, buddy boy. Alright. La-di-da-di-da. Go look at the event. No time. I'm exploring the map. I gotta look at the map. And then run out of TP. And then I gotta leave. And then I gotta go back to exploring the map. Safety goggles. Goggles that nullify damage from powder type attacks as well as weather damage from sandstorms. And hail. But that doesn't matter anymore. Their worth is made clear as plain looking but effective held item to counter a certain pair of fungus monsters who ran totally wild after rank matches were implemented, as well as preserving multi-scales effect. Yep. That's Pokemon. Particular pair of mushroom fellas. Well, you say they call it a pair, but realistically it was mainly just a Moongus. But Breloom is the other. Breloom is the other offender of spore spam, because Parasect is not good enough to make use of it, and Toadskrull has an ability that prevents it from its spore from ever going first, because they didn't want to deal with that shit. I get it. Where you are? Uh-oh. Die! Koishi! Okay. I think there was another Spore user that I'm forgetting. Spore is a pretty rare move, but it's also a very, very, very powerful move because it's a sleep move with 100 accuracy. So that's why it's not really... It's not a very appreciated move. Thief gloves. Sometimes they're armor, sometimes they're an accessory. Sometimes they raise your speed, sometimes they raise your steal rate. Sometimes they add steal into your basic attack. Sometimes they grant you permanent haste. Sometimes they're a critical piece of equipment due to being required to learn Master Thief. They have all sorts of different depictions in various games they're in. Yeah. Steals 5% of the party's money. Give that back. Give that back. Oh. Oh. Oh, great bandit mouse. What? 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 Stop! He's gonna power up too! No! Stop missing! You fucking twit! What even are you? Spirit and fire are good against you. Alright. One. He keeps taking my fucking money. He ran. He took my money and ran. Why did Koishi miss every fucking attack? Is she stupid? Why is she stupid? All you had to do is hit the fire move, and then we wouldn't be down 50. That's coming out of your fucking cut. You know that? You're paying for that, one way or the other. Swaying Dream Chrysalis. Now you know whatever that nonsense is gonna turn into some stupid shit that I don't want to deal with. I would honestly prefer if you... Koishi! What's the matter? Why does your brain not work? What's wrong? Why can't you hit anything? Yeah. Eager support. Restore 6 MP to the target and increase their turn gauge. Sure. Ow. Are you gonna hatch, bitch? Hatch. Hatch. There he is. Nightmare Eclosion. Let's see. You're weak to nothing. And your stats are monstrous. Okay. Hey, Koishi. Hey, good job. Ow. Got him. And he dropped nothing. Good. Koishi has withdrawn. Maribel has withdrawn. Oh no, not Koishi. Whatever will I do without Koishi? Perhaps I'll hit the fucking enemy. That would be great. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just be great? Yes. Alright, back to the grind. I'm on the walkway home. Golden grains. Oh man, why? Holy shit! Rare item drop. Cool. Get it up. Oh. Why did... Alright. Thanks. Bye, Meiling. I'll see you later. I got more exploring to do. Can't be, you know, babysitting you. Like, you know, I gotta look around the map. Dream of Hunting. Usable at the Hakode branch. Increase the character's accuracy by 1. Only 10 can be used per character. I should probably use those. Evil Slashing Claw. Alright, well I'm glad I had any attempt to do anything about that. Asshole. She now has 1 TP left. She's demotivated. She's what's the map key? M? C? There you go. Let me see. It's good to get as much mapage out as possible. And again, losing in a fight does not matter. Like, you just... It says game over. It does not fucking matter. Keep an eye out for hidden paths. Lockbox key. Okay. Hidden paths essentially translate to when I have... Okay. Alright. Alright. Me and you again. How do I kill you? Fire and spirit. Okay. Now don't move. You can take the money. I'm just gonna kill you. Very good dodge. Why am I not doing damage anymore? Is there something I don't understand about how this game works? Why did I just stop doing damage? What the fuck happened? I was doing damage and then suddenly I clicked the same move and the amount of DPS it did was minuscule. What happened? I don't know. Oh, I just walked over a pit. Extra atelier tools. Oh, crafting power up by 1,000. What? If Renko gets into an encounter, she's going to die. Mist Piercer. Legendary equipment that can see through the mist of the rainy, foggy, forest-covered kingdom, allowing its user to preemptively ascertain both the supplies and dangers that lie within the mist-shrouded glades. They let you precisely locate glades with the resources you're currently in need of, as well as dodge otherwise unavoidable danger, but they're considered to be legendary treasures of the kingdom, so using them will both increase the queen's expectations for you, as well as the pressure she puts on you, adding to the queen's impatience every time you reveal land. The game may be about fighting starvation and the threats of nature, but in the end, the queen is the scariest aspect of it all. I'm not talking about Renko. I'm talking about the fact that I used Alice's Fire Doll and it did 600, and then I used Alice's Fire Doll and it did 100. That's a pretty significant drop-off of damage. And I don't know where it came from. Die. Game over. What the? Alice is finished. Okay. Level up individually. Bang. I should probably put more thought into distribution here. I should. Am I going to? At this moment? No. I'm not gonna do anything. Okay, I gained atelier crafting power, so I want to see if I can make something new. Oh, I can. I can make some new stuff. Ooh. All ailment resistance plus 10. Cool. You can make sticky goo. Make a lantern. Sure, why not? Alright. I know what crafting power is used for. It's just that some items are more beneficial if I have multiple copies, because it means every unit is allowed to resist an element. Unlike in Sophitos, where you give the fucking 95% resistance to an element to one unit on the team, and everybody else just has to eat shit in the AoE attack. Fuck, that's annoying. Annoying bullshit. Here you go, my tank. Enjoy 90% resistance to the ailment. Great, my tank survived the AoE attack. Now what? Well, I mean, now the tank's alone because nobody else survived it. Great. Minor Labyrinth. Enter the dungeon. That rat is stealing my money and it's pissing me off because I can't defeat him because I don't understand how combat works, clearly. I was winning and then he was winning and then I lost and then he left. He just left the fight. Like, what the fuck? I ain't playing that. Check the content. Bangle of the Star Realm, Thieves' Gloves, Mist Piercer. Bring the lockbox back. I'm just gonna bring the fucking backs with me. Old Sakura Informant, Swain Dream Chrysalis. Any particular reason why those butterflies have 2,000 HP? What just happened? Oh. Oh, I guess silence doesn't matter, Mr. Butterfly. 2 damage, huh? That move straight up says it does varying amounts of damage. Okay, I killed the butterflies. He keeps doing that. It's kind of annoying. I wish he'd stop. Alright. First aid. We're just waiting. You're still silenced. You know what? I'm gonna kill you. I don't want to play your game. I'm just gonna kill you. No drop. Cool. Alright. Back to the climb. Mild herbs. Do you like that item box in there? You see that item box in there? You see that? This is the part where you rub your face against every surface and hope that you find the way through it. Well, actually, no. It's part of that. It's part of that. Never mind. Never mind. I take it back. I was wrong. I was wrong. What are you, anyway? Weak to fire and mystic. Illegal land-connected Yakuza gun. Okay. Assassin strike. Okay, dickhead. That height. I'm really glad that does like no damage because I don't particularly care if it hits me. Oh, don't mind me. Just getting my stats back. Uh-huh. Yeah-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I'm going this way now. Alright. There's so many places to see. There's so many places to be. Enemy. All plus 30. So that's a pretty significant amount of increase. I think something this game does that is unbelievably hard to keep track of is how much information there is to keep in mind. Okay, well. Champion's Wind Bomb. A bomb that super accelerates you through the concept of focusing to multiply your blast acceleration by times 20. Getting blown up once, then a second time while getting blown away. Place bombs too close and the first will trigger the second. Place them too far away and your square bomb will miss. Give it a try and you'll see how you stand out with the players who do it during the main game. Alright, you'll have more fun watching videos after too. No, what I was saying, this game has a lot of information, like with status conditions and whatnot, and to be honest, I don't remember what any of them do. But all of the information that it, like, of an attack, all happens all at once. You don't have to scroll through menus, it just all is right there. And it's just, I can't process it all because I don't even know what half of it even means. So there's just a lot of information that gets thrown at you. And I did know some of it when I played the demo. I just forgot what most of it does. AKA Orthoclast, often used for upgrading main equipment. The Moonstone is part of the Feldspar family, known for its difficult to understand compositions. Has a unique sparkle that covers its surface like a veil called Aventurescence. It is named the way it was because of prepare with the sunstone. Moonstones are refined and beautiful, semi-transparent gems that are primarily colored white with a glint. That's also mostly white and a hint of blue mixed in. Good. Giant enemy crab. Good. I don't care, just make him die. Koishi, I need you to keep bouncing. Can you do that? Beautiful. Keep bouncing. Focusing. She's okay. Her role is to stand there. Alright? Her role is to stand there and defend. Okay. That's not good. Maybe don't do that. Okay. Alright. That's enough. You've had your fun. Yes. She's fine. You missed. Don't like that guy. Alright, back to the grind. Look at that chest. We're gonna go get that chest. Rare chest up ahead. This place sure looks nice, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh. Okay. Use the big dumb move. Okay. Hit this guy as he pisses me off. Doesn't matter, you're dead. Doesn't matter, you're dead. And you, what are you? You're a chrysalis. This would be our opportunity to regain MP. And maybe help you a little bit. Regain MP. Knock it off. Yes. 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 Alright. Now we're gonna play the game called Walk Into the Wall until you find the entryway to that chest. Oh my god! What? Oh, never mind. That was just a normal run-of-the-mill tile. What? 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 This shit make so little sense. All the goddamn time. None of that makes sense. None of it. Oh, fuck you. Dude, he steals money from you and he becomes, like, ridiculous. Look at him over there with his 1 billion HP. Give me back my money, you bitch! I'm tired of fighting rats, dude. I'm tired of it. They just do the same thing. They take 5% of my fucking cash and they dip. None of that. None of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. None of that, none of that, none of that. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. $67 damage. Please do more. You're getting lazy, aren't you? Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah. Yep. 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 Bone scrap. One of the tools the victims can use to survive against the killers. Not only can you stab Grandpa with it to disrupt the killers, but you can also resist with it if attacked. You can also even backstab the killer with it. There was once a time where a killer got cornered by 2 victims near a bone pile. You could attack them relentlessly and turn them into a helpless EXP sandbag. Never give up, family. Don't let those victims best you. I actually know that reference. That's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Alright. Alright, Koishi's gone. Bye. See ya. Bye-bye. Oh, I now see the path. I see it. Did you see? Did you see? Did you open your eyes? Are you aware of the situation now? I am aware. I am now going to cash in. Sleepy Cliff Salt. No. 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 How do I retreat? I'm not doing that. And everybody hated that decision. So now this is what we're doing. I'm not fighting that. No. I'm doing this instead. Let me through. There was no secret hidden path at all. There was path that you didn't go through because you're a jackass. Now that sounds like a good hidden path to me. Now go get this chest first because this is obviously closer. There's a little too much to walk around to here. Okay, alright. Wow, Hecate is pretty good. How about that? R Dagger, a rare drop from a level 90 instance dungeon boss that grants the fire property attack up 153. It actually adds 153 fire damage to all instances of damages, so you can use Sacrament and the Capstone Hammer set to make your basic attack hit 3 times. It'll add 153 damage to each hit, making it a valuable early game leveling tool. 153 doesn't sound like early game numbers to me, but what do I know? What do I know? Na 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 na. Don't run yet. Hekatia, activate this move. Thank you. Oh my god. You know what? I've decided that Hecate is going on the front line because she makes everything so much simpler and so much easier. When your game plan is press the normal attack button and you have a character whose normal attack does that much damage, it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. That seems like a bad idea. We'll walk through that in a second. Alright. Alright. Everything you look at in this game is a mess. Especially if you don't understand anything you're looking at. Savior Schnapps. An item needed to save the game. They're sold at stores like normal, but they're pretty costly to buy in the early game. It's cheapest to make them yourself. You'll need to learn how to read and write in order to read the alchemy recipe. Then you'll need to gather nettles and belladonna from the wild, and then you'll need to grind, boil, and pour the ingredients according to the instructions. That's great news if you like that kind of work. That right there sounds like the worst game ever made. Okay? Here's an item that's required to save, but it's hard to buy them at an early game. I seem to have found the jumping point. Death Rain. That don't matter. Bye, Alice. Looks like you can climb upwards. Sure. And there's the circle to start here. Checkpoint. Nice. A one-way arrow? Really? In this fucking day and age? Now, we need to leave the dungeon. So we'll do that. So now we can go check out that event. Win 300 battles. Okay. Level up individual characters. Yeah. Do you guys not level up at all? Maybe you do, and I just can't see how much EXP you need. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Make me some more stuff, will ya? I think we'll get another one of these. You never know if you'll need more copies or something helpful. That's all. I'd like to get this first floor done. Alright. It sounds like when you make a game and you make it so the player can't save unless they like put in the hours to save. That game had to have been made at a time where something like that was acceptable, because that's borderline psychotic. Not even borderline. That shit is straight up psychotic. Ain't no fucking way that ain't psychotic. Alright, let's go talk to that event, because holy shit, my encounter rate. What the heck is those? Seems there are some rather tough foes blocking the road ahead. I can see the stairs right over there. It sure would be handy if we could cut through here, but personally I can't say I would recommend that. As Junko says, these foes are a significant threat. Considering our limited numbers at the moment, we may be punching above our weight. Yeah, you might be right. Let's keep walking and find another path around. Come on, don't be like that. This is a challenge to be taken. It'll save us time later if we crush these guys now. Nothing good ever happens if you blindly listen to what this wicked slacker goddess says. No exceptions. Roger that. It's not like we're in a rush anyway. I think I'd rather avoid taking any risks right now. Ah, lame. Kids these days are so quick to actually weigh pros and cons. That's a good thing, Hekate. A good thing. Shortcuts like this found within dungeons may sometimes have enemies blocking them. Using these shortcuts can bring you right to the stairs, letting you skip exploring the floor, but doing so carries the above average challenge of defeating some incredibly powerful foes. The enemies place these shortcuts are found at random encounters later in the game, meaning you don't have any unique drops or anything, so beating them only really opens their shortcuts. However, there's still the urge to pick a fight with out-of-depth enemies, isn't there? Might be making a fun, different type of challenge despite the limited rewards they grant. Furthermore, even after you defeated one of these shortcut blocking enemies, they'll respawn after you leave the dungeon or move to a different floor. If that happened to find such an enemy that your party composition can deal with relatively easily, then you can maybe farm them, but just maybe. Listen, I like action games. I don't really like turn-based as much as action. Because in turn-based, I just feel like I'm punished because my levels aren't good enough. This rat stole money from me again. Give me my fucking money back. When I play a turn-based game... Okay. I just feel like if the levels are out of my reach, then like strategy be damned, I'm just gonna lose. But in a game where I have action over my character, it doesn't matter what my level is. As long as I don't get hit, I don't die. Sunstone, aka Oligo class, an orange gemstone with a unique sparkle called Aventurescence, needs upgraded main equipment. Named in the form of parrot moonstone feldspar. Related gems often have composition of different difficult to grasp. The Sunstone is no exception. Turning to the makeup, it's very close to labradorite and Oligo class. So you can call relatives of the moonstone, but certain complex conditions must be met in order to create the stone with different sparkle to theirs. I'd rather have reign of my full reign of my character, personally. Even if it means the fight takes 50 years, I still want it to be possible within my own abilities. Obviously, having levels... Ow. Having levels helps. Just wait for Hekatia's turn. Yep. Dead. Thanks. Even if it's basically a losing battle. That was an aspect of Genshin. When I played a week of Genshin, I found that I was not strong enough to fight things necessarily. But because it's an action-based game, I was actually allowed to fight them. And through very, very long matters of time, eventually, you can win. You got silence. That's not good. Eventually you can win as long as you're careful about it. That's all. And then I ran into the problem... of, ow. Let's just do some focusing. Of timed missions, where I'm expected to produce a certain amount of DPS within a limited amount of time, and if I don't, then go fuck yourself. And I was like, that's not that great. There we go. Alright. I don't like that. Because for a while it felt like it was like, hey, do this arbitrary like leveling method we created because, but if you don't want to, then sure, whatever. But then it was straight up just like, alright, if you don't do this, then you don't get to play these anymore. And I was just like, alright, fine, I don't want to play anymore. How's that? Plague Doctor Mask. Creepy mask akin to large bird beaks. They were born by doctors who hated the sick during history's worst plague, which killed hundreds of millions. Back then, it was thought the plague spread via bad air called miasma, so doctors wore full-body robes and masks to avoid exposure. You put herbs and alcohol in their beak, nullify anything they breathed in. Creepy as they may be, they're symbols of devotion and ingenuity. Plague Doctors are pretty cool. Dark Souls is like that, but leveling up getting new equipment can help. You always just try what you have. Well, Dark Souls has tons of challenge runs with never leveling up, reducing your skill levels to 1, and other shit like that. So yeah, Dark Souls is like that. Dark Souls is a game where you increase your stats to help you. You can increase your stats to help you, but the game is an action RPG. You can simply dodge forehead and beat the boss without ever leveling anything up ever. Can you do that in turn-based RPGs? Maybe. I don't actually know. You probably could to an extent, but I guess that requires effort and brain power. Two things I do not wish to put forward in these types of genre of video games. You can't just admit that. Why not? Why not? I like the row clear laser beam move that Hekatia does. It's really nice. Well, I'm just walking around right now for no particular reason. Mostly because I forget how to get back to the staircase. Which is why I'm really glad that I went in it first and got the checkpoint. Because I am lost! Giant enemy rat. I wanted him to power up. Whatever. He took my money again. Giant enemy rat down. Wow, I actually don't remember how to get there. Something like this. Alright. You can speedrun turn-based RPGs, which I assume speedrunning those is finding what works. There's also RPGs, granted I don't know really any aside from one, where leveling up as a system is, let's say, ultra rare drop. Dark Onyx, called an offshoot of Agate. Agate is already an offshoot of Kakaldoni, and Kakaldoni is the same material as quartz. As you can see, Onyx is kind of complicated. Roughly classify it, quartz composed of fine intergrowths rather than a single crystal is called Chalcedony. Chalcedony with striking vertical lines of bisected onion is called Agate. If those lines are white and somewhat straight, you have an onyx. However, the word's meaning has changed over time, as now most refers to black Chalcedony, lines be damned, or Agate with black and white stripes, making classification even more complex. Great nightmare weapon. Weapons wielded within those in nightmares get into fights, or when girls get into fights with them. It'll be for good for everyone if we hold them down and take them before we use them, and we can use them as materials for our own weapons too. We can kill two birds with one stone. They probably hold the power of vengeful spirits anyway, thought Alice. She had everyone carrying incisors and the like back to the atelier, resulting in sort of weird rumors spreading. These things have nasty auras and supposedly are good materials, though. Okay. I guess that was a good drop. Cool. Formation Beta. Formation Alpha. I've lost my cheat move. Oh well. Where are we going now, streamer? That's a good question. We're gonna go where the road takes us. The road is taking us here. Streamer, are you lost? Oh. Yeah, I am. I'm very lost. I'm very lost. I was gonna say, Final Fantasy VIII is the only game I can think of as an example where leveling up basically doesn't matter because everything else levels up with you. This fucking fairy is invincible. So that's a game where you can just kind of play through it. But it's weird because people will talk about how they don't like grinding and whatnot. But then you have a game completely remove the need to even like do the battles, and it's like that's bad too. Obviously, people don't mind like leveling as progression. Grinding is when it becomes mandatory. That's the biggest issue for people, is when grinding becomes mandatory. Yeah. It's not fun. It's not fun when you're playing a game and you hit a mark and the game's like, alright, well, if you want to beat this guy, you're gonna have to, like, go and grind. I mean, Pokemon ROM hacks are a good example of that, in my opinion. They have an issue where a lot of Pokemon, a lot of trainers and whatnot. Okay, alright, I guess Alice is just killed by a cat. Uh-huh. Bye, Alice. Guess you're dead. Alright, cool. They'll have a bunch of wild Pokemon and trainers, and they won't really be that leveled, and they won't have that much. And then as soon as you fight an important fight, they suddenly have a competitively viable team. With moves that you don't have access to, fully evolved Pokemon, and, like, stats. I can't beat this guy. I literally cannot beat this guy. I have no fucking clue how to beat this guy. He's just gonna take my fucking money. 2 damage. And he missed. Why did he miss? See how that did 800? I did 800. Stole money from the party. We'll drop it, but don't let them get away. Halves mine and evade. Drains 25 MP each turn for allies. And decreases enemy accuracy by 25. So it's active for 5,000. Okay, I understand nothing that I just read. But that's fine. I don't have to understand things. Damage dealt plus 20% one time. Cool. Oh. Fuck! Yo! Stop running, bitch! Fight me! Face me head on! You are a coward! I was gonna win that! I was gonna fucking win that! I had him on the ropes! Bullshit. Oh my god. Ice. 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 Where you going, streamer? I don't know, dude. Just walking. Element flask. Element traditionally refers to the basic necessary aspects of things, but here it refers to the 4 great elements said to make up the world itself: fire, water, wind, and earth. Back in 5th century BC, Empedocles was famous for advocating his theory of the 4 classical elements, but a very similar theory had been advocated in India in the 6th century BCE, about 100 years prior. These theories led people to explore the concept of alchemy and can be linked to scientific revolution that would occur over 1,000 years later. Yep. Sounds about right to me. Giant enemy crab. Alright, that's good. Uh-huh. Huh. You know that... Huh. Sure. That made sense to me. Alright. Goodbye, team. Goodbye, team. Ah. More shit, please. Save your schnapps. Yeah, why not? We got one, make another. Leveling up offers a good way to lock stronger options as well down the line. You gain more stronger options the further your level goes, but sometimes leveling is such a pain in the ass because everything against you is so much higher leveled, and it's like, man, I'm not having fun anymore. Rudimentary. You should level up your stats, streamer. Yeah. Why can Dorami level up? Whoa. She did it. Allocate your points. Use growth items? No. No. Level up stats. Renko. Oh, yeah. I guess I did level these up. How far do these go? How about some defense? Just so you can stop dying. That would be nice. I think everybody benefits from speed. Grind, grind, grind till you get to the end of the game. Grind, grind, grind. Grind, grind, grind. Having more actions is always good. It's always good. Sure, you don't want to get hit, but like if you're gonna get hit anyway, you might as well fucking survive it. $2,000 gone. 16. You guys are already fucking cracked. Alright, whatever. Some games don't appreciate your time. Safiros was made at an era where you could get away with having games like be long. Come on. Okay. Alright, there you go. It's 2.5 hours. Progress was made. There's clearly a lot I'm forgetting and not remembering and understanding. And I should probably, how do I say this? I should probably actually engage in the game's mechanics. Because as I'm currently not, I'm getting my ass blasted. But like I said, there's a fucking lot going on in this game. Like a lot going on in this game. And I can't even follow it half the time. So there's an issue on my end for that. But I need to invest in character stats that aren't HP with the level up bonuses. I need to put stats in with patchouli. I need to put equipment. Like I need to do things. I need to do things. All right? But I just end up not doing it because I don't even really understand what I'm doing. That's all. But we'll keep playing. We'll keep playing. We'll see what we can do. I got through Safiros, right?